Hello and welcome to another episode of the Knitting in Them podcast. My name is Yvonne and this is episode 23 in English of my knitting podcast. I love to knit and welcome if you're new here, and of course welcome if you're a returning viewer. I've got my coffee, of course, in my vintage mug today. This one I bought at the thrift shop, I think a year ago. I'm loving this a lot. And I've got a coffee, of course, and a glass of a mug of water. It's also a vintage mug from the thrift shop. So it's been 2 weeks. Last week I had a week vlog. I hope you liked it. And this week is another episode. I knitted a lot in the last few weeks, but last Sunday I had a knitting dip for the first time. I didn't feel like anything where I want to knit on. I've got a lot of whips on my needles, that's not the problem. But normally I wake up and then I get my coffee and I'm going to knit on something I like, and Sunday morning I was thinking, I don't feel anything. I don't know. I could have chosen to not knit, of course, but that's not what I want. I always like to knit, and I didn't feel it, so that was a little bit weird. That was the first time that I experienced that. But yeah, I'm a woman of a certain age. And I'm in starting with the menopause, and my hormones are jumping up and down, and sometimes you can feel sad about nothing. You don't know why, and I think that was Sunday the case. I didn't feel like I'm getting I'm happy about how do I say about any knits I had. So then, later on the day I felt like a new cast on, and I will show you later. I did that because that's what later on the day I felt like, okay, that's what I feel to do. And the rest of the Sunday I did knit on a scrappy sock, and I will show you in a minute. And if you have a coffee or a tea, take it and go sit and knit with me, and I'm talking you through all the things I worked on and so forth. Where I worked on this month, this past 2 weeks, I've got one little finished object, and that are these socks. These are this was left over from socks I knitted for the girlfriend of my eldest son, and it was enough to knit shorty socks from it. It is a Lana Grossa Meilenwijd 8 ply, so a thicker sock yarn, and it knits up really quick, of course, but the second one took me a while to start with and to finish it. So this is my first finished object, and I'm glad that they're done. And these are for myself, little shorty socks. Didn't wear them yet because I wanted to share it with you first. I forget to tell you what I'm wearing. This is the Garter Brie shawl from Stephen West. I knitted this last summer, I think in June and July, when I was in London last summer. I took it with me in the train, so that's a really nice shawl. I didn't wear it a lot this winter because this one is knitted up in fingering weight yarn, and that's I think the pattern says DK weight yarn. So this shawl is really wide and smaller, so it was not warm enough to wear on my bike in the winter. In the Netherlands it was a really bad winter with lots of rain. Not really a nice winter with cold and snow. We just had rain. Today it's dry, but it's grey, and I hope that spring is not is coming soon. That's what I hope, but I don't feel it. Doesn't seem like it on this moment, unfortunately. So this shawl I didn't wear a lot on the bike, but I think it's like a nice shawl for in the spring when it's too cold, but not when it's cold but not too cold. So this is the wrong side I'm showing you. This part you start with, the first part is not so big, and at first I thought, oh, that's quick, but then the second part you're going to start increasing, and it's getting bigger and bigger and longer, and then part 3 is still a lot of increases extra, and your wingspan of the shawl is very wide. I can't even, my arms are not wide enough to show it in the shawl, the whole piece. But that's lovely about this shawl. Maybe I will knit it up again sometimes, and maybe it's an option to do it with not a single strand of yarn but double, but that's what I not know now on this moment. Part 3, I did it into color variations because that's nice when you wrap it around you, that all the colors come together. And that's what I'm wearing today. I'm not wearing it, but it's a little bit chilly in my house. Don't have the heating too high, so then it's always nice to wear one of your shawls, and I've got enough. So that's the Garter Brie shawl. Maybe you know it already, and if you're searching for a nice pattern, mindless knit, this is one. This is one you can choose because it's really easy. And you end, of course, with the I-cord bind off when the shawl is finished. Maybe I'll leave it on for a while. Yeah, so that's what I'm wearing. I'm going to drink my coffee, and then we go on with other whips on my needles. I have a little bit of headache today from my neck, so I had a lot of coffees today. Normally when I drink a lot of coffee, when I feel like this, I always need a lot of coffee. I don't know why. I think this was the 7th coffee of the day, and it is 2:30, so I think it's enough for today. So the next whip, sock whip, is this lovely scrappy sock. The first one I showed, I think 2 weeks ago or last week in my week vlog. These balls were all scraps I got from Roelle from Manchester. We had a swap last year, and I thought I will knit scrappy socks of her balls. I always keep them apart in little project bags. So one was finished, and the second one I casted on last Sunday when I didn't feel like anything. I thought, okay, I will cast on sock 2 and will knit on it the whole day. So that's what I did. This is a little hole, but that's going to go away when I'm weaving in the ends, because here are all the ends are the new when you pick up the new color. That's here. How do you say it? That's why there is a hole. So when I'm weaving in the end, it will be gone, hopefully. At first I thought, I will knit, and Sunday evening I will finish this sock, but on a certain point I didn't feel like it anymore. And then I thought, it's okay, I will do it tomorrow. And I used the same balls in the same order, but when I was at this point, this ball, I thought, that's weird. I thought I had a little bit left, but I couldn't find the ball. And when I was podcasting my Dutch version, I found the ball in another bag, not in the in the good bag, but in another bag. So then I chose to do, in this sock I chose another yarn that looks a little bit like it, but it's toch really different. And then I found the ball later in another bag, so I still have it. Maybe I will put another row in here, because the scraps I have left from this, it's not really much anymore. So I think I will succeed to do that it's I think I don't have any too much left when I knit up all the balls, because I did already squares in my blanket also with these balls. So this is my first whip, I think. First sock whip. I'm a sock knitter. I love to knit socks. It's always nice. You can always take that easily with you. I memorize it in my head. Normally I don't use patterns. I will choose the shadow wrap short row heel or the heel flap and gusset. It's what I feel like. My socks are knitted up on 64 stitches. The scrappy socks I knit on 2.5 millimeter needles, and my normal socks I will knit up in 2.25 millimeter needles. I hope you don't hear the sawing, zeg je dat zo? They are cutting the trees here in front of the house, so hopefully it's not too loud. Maybe I'll have to pause a little bit, so sorry for that. And then 2 weeks ago it was Valentine's Day, and I got a really nice gift card from my boyfriend, and I chose to buy this lovely yarn at Wol met Verve. There was the gift card from, and I ordered it that Wednesday, and the second day of Thursdays they came bring the yarn. It was really quick, the delivery, and I knitted up this first sock immediately. I chose to do the cuffs with the light pink. I ordered a mini with it, and this is the nice red Valentine sock. And I choose to do the heel flap and gusset because that's fitting my foot better. And this is I think the shadow wrap short row heel is faster, but this is taking me more time always. But I love the fit of it. And then I did 14 rows of cuff because it was 14 February Valentine's Day, so I thought I'd do 14. Normally I do 16, so I did 14, and then just the knit stitch and so forth. And the second sock is on my needles, but not ready yet. I'm at the beginning of the gusset, and this piece I have to finish. I thought I would finish it for today, but after Sunday I didn't feel like it, so the next time when you see me it will probably be ready. So that is my second sock whip on my needles. Then I've got another DK socks on my needles. That is I did knit on a little bit, not too much. I don't feel like it on the moment. It's the brown Novita 7 Fiesta, I think, sock yarn, and I knitted this in 3x1 rib. There's three recht, 1 afrecht. How do you say recht? 3 stockinette stitch and then 1 purl stitch. This leg is 10 centimeters, not too long because I don't like to knit in one color. And this is the shadow wrap short row heel, and I'm now at the foot. And I'm going, this is not a pattern I used, so I made it up myself. And on the top of your feet the pattern goes through, and under your feet it's just stuck in that. So this sock is already also on my needles, but what I say, I don't like to knit in one color, but I like the brown color, of course, and the brown sock, so it will be nice when it's ready. But I'm not in a hurry, and it lives in my super nice quilting bag from Quilting Mieke. She's from Belgium and she makes the most beautiful bags. I always show it, and I will show it now. And this is the tag, handmade by me. Quilting Mieke, she's on Instagram. So maybe you can reach out to her if you think, oh, what a nice bag, I love it, I want one too. They're very, every bag is different, so nobody gets the same bag. So nice. And I love the brown little, it's not so big. You can take it like this or like this. So that is the brown sock in the brown bag. Then we've got the Schuler Style sock. Also didn't finish one yet, but I'm on the way to finish it. It's this color. I showed it in my last episode. I don't have the ball band here with me, but it's a Schuler Style. It's a German brand, and I got this from a lovely viewer. And this one goes in the gift pile, and I knit these on 2.5mm needles because that's also what I like to knit on. And these are the Adi Colibri, I think. It's 5 colors, the needles, and the one point is really pointy and the other one is a little bit less pointy, but I love these needles to knit with. So I'm at the point that I can knit the foot. The gusset is done, and yeah, it's a lovely blue color, blue-green. And these socks are for the gift pile. I'm making a gift pile for at the end of the year, and so I can think what will I keep for myself and what will I gift it to friends and family. So that is this one, and it lives in this really nice bag. I got it last week in the, if you've seen my week vlog, you did see it. It's a bag I bought on Etsy. I linked the shop in my previous week vlog, the name of the shop on Etsy, so you can watch, maybe go look for it. This one was 20 euros, but yeah, the shipping cost from Spain was 10, so this bag costed me 30 euros, and I was really surprised how big it was. And there are also nice pockets in here, and a D-ring or a ring with a lovely stitch marker, and another stitch marker, but that's on this sock. Oh, yeah, this one, the heart, that came with the bag, and I got a nice pouch with it for free. I think she gave it as a present, but there was no card with it. That was a little pity. Normally they put a card in it and say happy, thank you for your purchase, and this is a little gift, but that was not there, so I think it's a gift. I didn't order it, so that was a nice surprise. That came with the bag. Yeah, I really love the bag. It's a really bigger, and I love this tote bag, do you call it? I think you can take it easily with you. But yeah, normally I always knit in my house. I'm a really couch knitter, I call that. Always sitting on the couch and knitting, or on my bed in the morning. So the only thing when I take my knitting is always when I go to my dad's house, and then sometimes I take it with me and put it on my bike, and then that's a nice thing that there were handles on it. And I see my support chicken. I made it a few weeks ago, and I named her. She didn't have a name already, and I named her Rosie. When my kids were younger, there was a nice British BBC, I think on the BBC series, child series. Sherry, do you say that like that? Yeah. Rosie and Jim. It was filmed in Birmingham on the nice boats. I've been once to Birmingham and I did a tour on that kind of boats, and it was always a very nice to watch Rosie and Jim. So I thought I name my chicken Rosie, and maybe I'm going to knit in the future a Jim, but that's not. I don't know that yet, because everybody names their chickens and I didn't do that. So now my chicken calls Rosie, and she's a little curious because she's watching what I'm doing. Super schattig. Yeah, that was it for the sock knitting. Then I'm knitting on the Vertices Unite, my third Vertices Unite. If you saw my videos before, you know it. And I'm at section 3. I hope you don't hear the sound of the chainsaw. Oh yeah, the chainsaw. They're cutting all the, not the leaves, but the takken van de boom, from the tree. Like cutting your hair. So this is part 3. I am at part 3 now, and yeah, I chose to buy a new color. The plan was to knit it up with scrap yarn, leftover alpaca yarn, and the first part I did. This is really nice. Then the second part I used my stash alpaca yarn. This is a light pink and a green. But then the plan was to do the third part in purple, and I didn't feel like, I don't know, that's not so nice, I think. So then I decided to order some new alpaca yarns, alpaca balls, and this color green I loved really much. I think it's a really good choice to do it in dark green, because this part 3 of the Vertices Unite is really big, and yeah, it's a big knit. The shawl, it's really easy, but it's a big knit, and it would be not, yeah, when you choose the wrong colors and you don't like it, that's too many work. So then I thought I can maybe order a new color, and that's what I did. So that's this one. I am now at the point that I can decrease again at one side, and yeah, part 3 is really big, so it's not ready yet, but I'm on my way. And this shawl is not in a hurry, but yeah, I want to knit on it. So once in a while, and last week I did a lot, and then from Sunday I didn't feel it anymore, and I leave it in my bag. And it's in this bag from Nedel Mikado. It's also on Etsy. I think it's a German Etsy site. She's got a lot of nice bags. This is the name, Nedel Mikado, and this one I have bought, I think, last year. It's a really nice little patchwork with nice colors, and this is a nice bag, big bag. This one was a little bit this was more expensive than the other one. This was 50 euros, I think, but I really like it. I like project bags. So yeah, and then I had a sort of knitting assignment, opdracht, how do you say it in English, for myself. I said to myself, I want to knit every month one lane in my northeasterly blanket. So I started this month 6 February because I went to London, and I thought, when I do every day 12 rows, then I will succeed to do the whole lane in 1 month. And did worked out. Wait, it's the wrong side. It's from the needles now. Yeah, this is the whole lane I did this month. Every day I did 12 rows. This is my advent calendar from last year because my shawl was ready and I thought I will use all the leftovers also in this blanket. And I was Friday, I think Friday it was ready. I was ready for February, and that's the feeling I had Sunday. Oh, my assignment for my doing one lane a month is done. I start again 1 March, and yeah, that's why I felt a little bit so what I'm going to knit now in the morning, because when I wake up I get my coffee and my breakfast, go back to bed, because my bedroom is downstairs. There is my living room and the kitchen, so I have a little few steps away from my kitchen, and then I'm always going to bed with a coffee, back to bed. Whatever I have to do that day, when I have to work, I start early and I'm always going back to bed, drinking coffee and do my knitting for the day, so that the feeling, then I don't have the feeling for, I didn't knit today. I always start with 1 hour or 3/4 of knitting. So that's what I did, and now I have to weave in the ends before I can start the next lane. I think I have 4 lanes to weave in all ends, or 3. I think 3. So that's a bit of work. So I will, Friday it's 1 March. Maybe I will do it tomorrow, weave in all these ends, and then I can start the next lane. And the purpose is to knit every month 1 row in this blanket, so that it will be ready the end of the year. Yeah, I hope you don't hear the sound from outside too much. There are So yeah, this is the northeasterly blanket. I love it. And then I have another daily knit, and that was the alpaca. Like the litmus call, but I do 3 rows every day when I wake up. 3, sometimes 6, and it's all from the drops of alpaca. It's really soft. All the colors can combine. That's not. It's not. It has to be the scrappy look at the end, and this one will be a long shawl. And when it's ready, in about a year or so, I don't know, I will sew them together, and then you have a call like the other one. So that's where I knit on also every day. I try to knit on every day. Sometimes I don't succeed, but I'm not in a hurry. It's a process knit. And I have a lot of alpaca balls that I use for it. A grey and pink and this color, and so forth. So I hope in about a year it will be really long, and then I have a really soft cowl, because this alpaca is so soft. If you never knit it with it, alpaca, drops of alpaca, it's really nice yarn. This is how it looks, and the balls are not really affordable, so I think this is one of my favorite yarns. Fingering weight. I don't like this. Why is it now? So yeah, Sunday I was a little, I didn't know what to knit on. I didn't feel it. But in December I decided to make a project bag. I saw it with one of the girls on Instagram. She's called Truida Baas. She made from the Cozy's Memories blanket. She had started a Cozy's Memories blanket, but she thought, no, it's not for me. I'm not going to knit that whole blanket. So she made a project bag of it. It's really nice. If you don't follow her yet, please take a look. I will insert a picture of that bag. So I had contact with Truida, and we talked, and she's going to send me some balls because I want to make a bag like that. So Sunday I was feeling it. I already put some balls in this lovely bag I made myself. And Sunday evening I thought, and now I'm going to start the Truida tas, Truida bag, project bag. And I did already a few squares. I started with this one, and I had a few balls put in my bag together, and I need 27 squares. So this one is going to be in the middle. Oh no, sorry, this is going to be in the middle. I'm going to knit on, and then I will close it, and I will make a bottom of 3 squares, and then I'm going to sew a lining bag, and then turn it around and make a drawstring bag of it. So I started this. This is my new cast on. I love it, and it's really nice. I did one day I did 8 squares. Yesterday I did 3, and now I'm waiting on the balls of the balls from Truida. She sent me a lot of scrappy balls, and that's coming tomorrow, and then I'm going to knit on it. So this is my new cast on, and it's not a really long project because when I finished all the squares I can make the bag. So that's a really nice new cast on. I love it. Yeah, and that is what I knit on, I think. Do I forget something? Yeah, I think I'm a little bit quick now because of the sound. Sorry for that. And I haven't. The only thing I bought this month is the alpaca balls. So I needed 2 for my Virtus Unite, but I can't order 2 balls, so I choose a few new colors, and that's this one. This is color 3800. It's like a lilac, a little bit softer lilac. And this green, this is a mix with 2 green colors, and this is 7815. I've got from both colors I have 2. This one that is 0618. It's a lovely like a caramel cream beige color. I also have 2 balls of this, and then this is called Strawberry Ice, and that's number 9033. It's a really nice soft pink. And I think I will use these for maybe a garter breeze. That's maybe a nice idea. I think that is really nice. Because the alpaca is so soft, it's so nice around your neck. So if you never knit with this lovely drops of alpaca, I highly recommend it because it's really soft. Yeah, my Virtus Unite from the alpaca, the first one, I always wear it. And the alpaca knits up really a little bit wider than before. Yeah, like this yarn, like the sock yarn, because my alpaca shawl is really wide and drapey. It's super lovely. So if you don't knit it with it, please do. It's really affordable yarn, and it's really drapey, and it comes in a lot of nice colors, so that's also good. Yeah, I think I'm going to make a garter breeze in the future, maybe this summer again, from these colors. Yeah, so that's the plan. I have a lot of knitting plans. I'm always knitting socks. I have a lot of sock yarn balls. I think one of the first socks I'm going to cast on in the few weeks is absolutely one of the West Yorkshire spinners I bought in London. That's absolutely a must for me. I need to cast one on because I love that yarn. I'm also always, when I go to London, I go to John Lewis and I'm immediately go to the haberdashery department and I choose a few balls of West Yorkshire spinners. So that's one of the plans I have. Yeah, my plan, and I didn't do that yet, was to knit in front now on this moment a Christmas sock already, because I've got a lot of lovely Christmas yarns in my stash for socks, and when it's nearly Christmas you think, oh shit, I have to knit a Christmas sock. So the plan was maybe knit them the whole year through. So that's all one of my things in my head that I want to cast on. I want to finish 2 pairs of socks before I do that. So when my Valentine sock is ready and my scrappy sock is ready, then I can cast on 2. 1 West Yorkshire spinners and 1 Christmas sock yarn. So that's the plan. And yeah, my Furthershire Unite, knit on my Furthershire Unite. And when that's nearly ready, I'm going to cast on another shawl, and I don't know which yet, but maybe the Garter Breeze. Oh yeah, and I'm knitting on, I totally forgot, because that's not my favorite knit. It's a sweater. I'm knitting a sweater from Drops Lima. If you know my videos, I don't like to knit in one color. So I made a start with a simple raglan sweater in this color, in this yarn, but I have to change the needles now. My cord is too short, and I didn't feel like doing that because I have to knit it over, and yeah, my head was not in the right space to do that already. But this is an easy knit, but yeah, I'm not in the mood of knitting one color. But I want a simple sweater, that's what I want, but I'm not in a hurry. Maybe it takes me a year. I'm not a garment knitter. I don't need 30 sweaters. I'm a shawl and a blanket and a sock knitter, so that's what it is. And maybe it will change in the future, but on this moment that is what it is. So this is also on my needles. I have a few more things on my needles, but that I didn't knit on. Everything I showed I knit on the last 2 weeks. And sometimes I get another sock on my needles. I didn't do it. Yeah, I did 1 row or so. So that's not what I'm going to show you. And do I forget something? No, the Northeasterly blanket is echt on the moment. My monthly. That's what I will do every month. New lane, and when I succeed that, I have 12 new rows. Oh no, the paspoort komt. Nee, toch niet. The postman. And I've got 12 new rows on it, and then I think the blanket is big enough. So yeah, that's on my main knits. Yeah, I think that was it for this Wednesday. Tomorrow is 29 February. It's in Holland we say a schrikkeljaar. I don't know how it calls in English. It's a special day because it's one in the four years that day exists. So this will come up 29 on the schrikkeldag. It comes online tomorrow, but when you see it, it's already there. And I will thank you for watching again. If you liked my videos, give it a thumbs up and maybe subscribe to the channel. I hope you like it. I always like to read your comments. And thank you for watching. And see you next week. Doei!